in our Exploring Monastic Life program, as we've been describing. And yesterday I overheard a conversation. I don't even know what it was totally about, but it was a reference to restrictions of the precepts. And that's all I heard. But this comes up with every Exploring Monastic Life. And it often comes up with people thinking about the life of a monastic, the restrictions of the precepts that we take. And so I just began, I don't know, it set me on a little journey that I wanted to share with people, an analogy that came to my mind. Many years ago, I and a friend decided we were going to Ireland. We decided to hitchhike through the country, we thought maybe the safe place in the world that we could do that. And so I'm the kind of traveler that likes to research where we're going and know what the sites are and have an idea. And I soon learned that kind of personality with hitchhiking was a clash. Because we would stick out our thumb and the person would say, you know, where are you going? And we would say, well, we want to go to this town. And the driver would say, well, I'm going to so-and-so, you want to go there? And my friend would say, sure. And I would but I haven't researched it. But we'd get in the car. I don't know what's to see in that town. So I learned to let go of my need to research and I really learned, because we had lots of time, I really learned that it didn't matter which direction really I stuck my thumb out. There was an adventure at the other end of it. So this was a flexible thing to learn. We also hadn't really planned how to get off the island because we had lots of time, but we did have a place we had to be. And so finally we decided it was time to go to the travel agent, check out how we would get off, and discovered that our travel plans coincided exactly with the Easter holiday. And that everybody on the entire country of Ireland was trying to get off the island at the same time we were. So we found a berth on a ferry leaving Cork for Le Havre in 2 days, no bed, just you can have a seat on the deck, and we had to get there very quickly. So now we're hitchhiking. It matters where we're going. Are you going to Cork? No. Are you going to any of the towns on the way to Cork? Yes. How far are you going? Okay, we'll go. So in that way, we made it to Cork. So I was thinking after this comment about the precepts, I was thinking, you know, I have lived most of my life sticking my thumb out and driving with whoever picked me up and carried me along for a while, and pretty much going where they were going. But when you start to practice the Dharma, you realize that you have a different kind of destination. You're going for another precious human rebirth at the beginning. You're thinking, oh, liberation, enlightenment, those are places that I actually want to go, and it doesn't work anymore to just catch a ride with whatever comes along. So we take the precepts that help us pick our route. So as we start with the 5 precepts, we may or may not be totally inspired about enlightenment or even have much confidence in it, but we know we want to have an ethical life, we want to clean up this life, we maybe want to have more pleasure in this life, maybe we want a good rebirth too. But we begin to practice, you know, our ethical discipline based on the 5 lay precepts that we take. And then when somebody stops and says, do you want to go to the bar? We go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's not a road I'm going to. You know, would you like to go fishing? Killing. No, that's not a road I'm going to take. You wait for the next ride. As we get clearer about our destination, yes, I'm definitely working for a good rebirth. Yes, I'm definitely wanting to go much more quickly to enlightenment or to liberation. Then we start to narrow our choices more and more and more because we know where we're going. So still, always, so you take the novice precepts and then you take the full ordination precepts. It's a lot of precepts, but it doesn't matter because they are directing you on the exact, precise route to get you to your destination as quickly as you can, to get on the ferry and get off of this island of samsara as soon as you can. And so then we really question, well, do we even need to put a thumb out? Okay, we can say that those cars are karma. Our karma is still going to pick us up and carry us somewhere. But we have a lot of choice about which car we get into, how we respond to the situations that we come into, and all of that is shaped by our understanding of our precepts and the clarity of our mission to reach our destination. Within that, there's lots of flexibility. You still respond to whomever picks you up. You respond to the teacher, you respond to the community, you respond to the teaching, all of that. You have tremendous freedom to do that. And that is freedom that is shaped by knowing where you're going and that there's only one kind of route, really. And all the road signs are all the precepts that you keep. So that trip to Ireland, I learned a lot. And I'm really feel fortunate that I did not spend my whole life just picking up whatever ride came along, because the kind of karma I was creating under those circumstances was not so good. And my understanding of what, I was into truth and beauty and after a while spirituality too, but what was that vaguely was not so clear. But as we keep our precepts, whether they're lay precepts or whether we end up taking the full ordination precepts, they help us get very much clearer about what we want, what our goals are, and our destination becomes more and more meaningful so that we can take advantage of whatever comes our way, make our choices, and make sure that it's heading us in the direction we want to go. So, thanks.